What up? Rocking with some diesel. You understand me? Step in that car. Step in the van. Step in the truck. Cause rocking with some diesel. You understand me? So today, I'm seeing a topic on the internet, right? I'm seeing this topic over and over. I hope this go up in the main YouTube. Like some topics I got, right? I always hope go on the main page, right? And I'm gonna address this, right? The best advice I got for people, for attractive people and normal people, right? So I seen this topic over and over and over again for attractive people and for normal people. No, as an attractive man of myself, right? Yes, I'm humble, but being told attractive, handsome guy as myself. My kind of personality, I'll start with how I am. My kind of personality, right? I'm more of a offensive, defensive kind of guy. You understand me? I believe to present myself, show what I got, drop that knowledge, you know what I mean, be confident. Don't need a boy next to me, don't need a right hand man. Unfortunately I can't get a twin. All my best friends are just like same different than me. Darker, even a Rasta man. I mean, like I don't have a twin. I don't have another brown nigga, a bald head, like, I don't know. I don't have that kind of connection with a friend, best friend. All my friends are just completely different. They're just like seem different to me. Not really the same, not quite the same, but different personality. They're not like the same thing. It's not twin, so I don't have that. Even my older sister ain't the same like me. She's black, but she's very pasty. So I love my family. My family's extremely independent in their own way. So only mother, father, and older sister. So anyway, so me growing up, I've always been an independent. I wasn't no weirdo. I used to live alone. My older sister moved to Canada and stuff like that. So I used to live alone. So I used to just go with myself, go with the boys and things. I had a friend who used to live not too far from me. He was in Barbados. So just growing up as a teenager, I used to move myself. I wasn't a weirdo. I wasn't no dude to stay at home all the time and into like freaky stuff. I used to go chill with people, chill with the family. Obviously you'll keep to yourself. I was a little knowledgeable too. I used to find out stuff and read books, and I used to watch anime and stuff, and I'm kind of thing. But I grew up to that now, and I used to watch cartoons and things like that, and then play games and stuff. But it's time to go, we go. So it's very adventurous. I used to go a lot. I love clubbing and partying and things. So that's a little bit in a nutshell type of person I am. But as a man, I believe in martial arts. To defend yourself. I believe to to deal with things, confront issues. I don't believe to ill treat women. Understand me? As a attractive man, women are attracted to you. So you treat them nice and whatever the case is, do you gotta do. Understand me? As in terms of my sex life, that I feel comfortable with that in a relationship. When I'm in a loving relationship, which I haven't been in a very long time. I don't believe in friends with benefits, right? So I just believe in a proper relationship. Well, then that would transpire, but not like marriage is serious. But when in terms of a loving relationship, like actually love, well then but in terms of marriage is a whole different ball game. That's a whole different, very mature, and a lot of people get married and they're immature enough for that. So I'm telling you, that's a lifelong commitment. When you shouldn't be saying I do 3 and 4 times, and that's a fact. So a lot of people in for that rough one. So anyway, but when it comes to relationships, when it comes to dating, I would date like 3 or 4 women at the same time. Polygamy is having sex with multiple women, being married to multiple women, just dating 3 women, more than married, I don't care, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. Because dating, but a relationship like zeroing in, like then I would get, a little serious. I don't believe dating 3 and 4 women, like being friends, like going out, but not 3 and 4 women. But as a physical guy, show love and was not, so not much of a talker. So that's why I would prefer to date like. If they going out with a woman and dating, they're basically friends because I don't talk much. So I hold conversation, but I'm not a chatty guy. So I work construction, I work physical all day long, and I work all over the place. So I have to focus on what I'm doing. So when it comes to chatting, that's why I could afford to just deal with a woman like 3 or 4. I don't have a problem with that. But you know, in terms of these things they see on the internet, that's just me in a nutshell, a little bit of stuff in a nutshell. In terms of these things they see on the internet regarding attractive men, I think a lot of it's personality. Like I think, you know, like a lot of personality and how you're raised. You understand me? Because I think the internet has two things confused. I think you're confusing an attractive man or woman with a pretty boy and a pretty girl. So I think you're getting two things confused as in terms of like the attitude and personality, because all pretty boys and pretty girls have the same attitude to me. They have the same personality. They're insecure. They ain't really all that confident. They don't talk much. They're obsessed. They're extremely obsessed with themselves. And like all their issues for some reason revolves around boyfriend, girlfriend, or some gay crap, lesbian. It's just like kid crap to me. It's always gay crap and lesbians. It's like stupid. Oh, because I'm this in the group, like baby crap. Then you talk about attractive men, attractive women. Like, you know, I wouldn't call it, but it's like, you know, grown men and mature women is a completely different dynamic. Like they don't care. Like just myself. So it's like you can't compare like a pretty boy. So I think the internet's confusing a pretty boy, a pretty girl, and it's like attractive man and attractive woman. I think the internet's confusing that. Because they thought any attractive man or woman, they don't care. Like they're rough, aggressive, it does not matter. I mean, like me, I'm a martial artist, it does not matter. Confront, deal with issues. I'm there, if they got best, it doesn't matter. Like, being okay, but gay crap, no. Homosexuality, no. Lesbianism, no. You know what I mean? All that jealousy, get out the door. I don't care if it says was overwhelming. Envy, out the door. I ain't got time for that. Snakes, lizards, through the door. I ain't got time for spinning stupidness. You got a problem, get out. I don't got time for that crap. So, personality attitudes can be different. Mindset different because you're raised different. Maturity, you're old fashioned, or even if you're still like mature, like you know what to do. So I'm saying like I think that the internet kind of stresses mates like, oh, you're obsessed, the energy, attraction, people looking at you, like, you know, because it's what you see on Hollywood, right? It's what you see in movies, it's what you see on the internet. Oh, you're introverted, you don't talk a lot, oh, this. It makes it seem like if the whole world revolves around me, kind of actually, it doesn't. The world does not revolve around me. I look how I look. I just believe in. I always tell, like, encourage women to be the best version of themselves, and enhance themselves. Even normal people. I talk to normal people in my personal life, people that don't have a lot. The only difference between an attractive person and normal is that attractive people have sex appeal. That's really the only difference. It's like, or just have something about them that just kind of stands out. Like tall, like me having brown eyes, being tan, I don't understand. Like I guess, I don't know. Is there something about you have chiseled vibe? I don't know. Is there something about you that kind of stands out? As a person, normal person, it just looks normal. So it's like it's not really much like a, you know what I mean? Or a attractive woman, like, you know, a woman with a nice body, you know, actually takes care of herself. That's attractive, you know. That's the only difference. Like, I want sex appeal, one doesn't. Normal people don't have that. So it's like they kind of tend to fixate a lot on talking, conversation, and kind of being like they have their work places where they fit in. They don't have issues. But then every time there's an attractive person, there's issues. And mature people like me, I don't have time for that. Like that's annoying. It's like I just see myself no different than a normal person, even if finding like I'm a type of way. But it's like, okay, well, that's just how I am. It is what it is. But I guess a pretty boy and a pretty girl doesn't think like that. That's just their kind of pretty boy, pretty girl kind of thing. So it's like this internet has this attitude, like, you know, pretty boys and pretty girls are like little kids. And attractive man, attractive woman does not play that. They're confident, they gotta do what they gotta do, that's it, that's life. Right? So, but my advice, this whole point of the video is to give my advice is like, you know, so don't, as I said, don't be so, you know, I say don't be so self-aware and self-obsessed, like, be confident, be you. You know, look at yourself no different than anybody else. Like, you're no different than anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, you bleed the same way, you hurt the same way. You think this is like, you know, for you might be rare and unique in a different type of way or unconventional. Or you might stand out in a type of way, but, you know, you love the same way. Like, love people around you the same way. Unity the same way. Like, don't think you're above. Don't think you're the best thing. Don't think that no one else can outdo you. Don't think that you can't feel pain. Don't think you can't feel loss. You know what I mean? The worst attitude is to always think you can grab the world by balls, and it's not really true. I know it's a personality where it's like find there's a personality like really like that, but are entertaining or just kind of like that. But it's like in reality, that's just reality. Reality is like it's not down, but it's not up either. It's not you know what I mean. It's like it's not left. It's not always about you, but then not necessarily don't care. So it's like you can't get every single woman, but it's not like women don't like you. You understand me? It's just women realize okay, pretty boy, pretty girl, and attractive man, attractive woman. You understand me? So it's like it's not to say like no one likes you. It's just you're not always the guy. You're not always hey, there's different flavor, different so there's the A, there's a B. So it's like my advice is like to always. That's just how I am. Very offensive, defensive. Not defensive, not introverted. Don't stay home all day long. I always want to go. I always want to. I'm going. I want to see what's going on. I try to make friends. Back when I lived in Barbados, what I mean. I don't know if I said this in another video, but I'm born and raised from Barbados, right? And as an African Bajan, African Barbadian. You understand me? Shout out to Ghanaians, you understand? True ancestors from the Gold Coast. Yeah, so yeah, I do my history and thing, yeah, I mean? I really live that Afro-Caribbean lifestyle, I think, so. Yeah, they say from growing up and stuff, you understand me? Like, yeah, they say this raised, like, very, outgoing. I always want to be going out and stuff. I don't like staying home all the time, and it's like, it drives you crazy, you understand me? Like, I don't see the point in like buying a video game and buying games over and over. Mr. Sister does that. Like, I don't do that. I don't have time for that. It hurts my head. So it's like, I just need to go outside. I need to feel the air. I need to feel fresh air. This life's, I wouldn't say life is short, but it's like life can't be four walls, your job, a computer, a cell phone, thousands of YouTubers, all day long. How to get women, don't chase women, stop beating your meat, stop jerking off, this, get close to the God. How much time you hear God, like, go, like a seagull? It's like, you drive you crazy. You need to get out there and have fun. Like, get a woman. You know what I mean? Like, be with a woman, make friends. Like, you have friends with dudes, like, just go and have a good time. Like, have fun, man. Like, life can't be staying home, man. Like, for introverts, too, like, I know, like, you might be a little quiet, or you might be, I won't say mythical, but I guess a little to yourself, loving yourself. But it's like sometimes this world, you gotta see this world, man. This world's something to see. You understand me? Like, just keeping to yourself. Especially introverts are very smart, and what I mean. Like, you reserve a lot of knowledge. Like that dude, Elo something, another black guy, and he's an artist, very good artist. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen all these YouTubers, I'm seeing lots of them on my page and stuff, and I was seeing my videos like shout outs to like Goyambi and Elo, some can't remember his name, man. These are YouTuber guys and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, from watching these videos and like hearing it's like your personality has to switch because you could be more extroverted. People want to see you could get a girlfriend, you could make friends, you could be out there. Understand me? It's not healthy to soak in so much knowledge in your brain. It will like paralyze you. Like, oh, don't chase after women. Practice semen retention. Then I don't like women, and then I cannot pursue a woman, and then I'm so scared. It just makes you like, it will drive you crazy. I'm hearing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's like, G, just step out and have fun. It's like, just step out and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, oh, every time you trade in a group, it doesn't matter. Normal guys get the same thing you get. If you get dogged out in a group, a normal will get sit in the group. There's altercations, I get altercations. Attractive women get altercations. You can't hide away from issues in the world. If you read the Bible, not even radical, but also spit scripture as well. If you read scripture, you couldn't get like Jesus. Jesus was getting social confrontation back to back. You just met Johnny Baptist, you can imagine, like, nigga, I been getting dogged out. From the time he was rolling around for Sadducees and Pharisees. Johnny Baptist got rough, but he got dogged out by the king, and that was it for him. He just got rough, and it was like, well, he bring an army, won't fight. But it's like, you know what I mean? It just shows you, like, he had 12 disciples. It's like, he was backstabbed too. He was backstabbed, betrayed, total foolishness. He couldn't win every battle. He couldn't win wars. He wasn't a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, that's Jesus. I mean, Jesus Christ was a Nazareth. You know what I mean? I like characters in the Bible that ain't, like Jesus, Philip, Matthew. Is like, they show you they're human. It's just people's personalities. No demons, ain't nothing. Just that's what life is. You know what I mean? And life is just to be living. Life is to get out there. Understand me? Just enjoy yourself, man. Like just man, like meeting new people, man. It's so much fun. You know, being a vessel, sowing a seed into people's lives. Especially you introverts, man. Like, 'cause you hold a lot of knowledge. You know what I mean? You hold a lot of art. You hold a lot of talent. And something you can't display. So don't sit down there, you know, especially with demons. Demons really attack you on your own. So don't sit down there with your demons, man. Like, be over there, man. Be with a woman, you know, be with a guy. You understand me? Like, don't sit there. Don't let, like, jealousy and envy. I know that's a big thing for all attractive, and even pretty boy and pretty. Don't let jealousy and envy get to you. Don't worry, that's good. You know, it shows is like, well, hey, you got it like that. Look at top animals, look at bulls, look at tigers, look at reptiles. It's like you're top. So obviously, hey, you understand me? That's life. Hey, you're doing something good. You understand me? That's, you know what I mean? You got it easy for relationships. You don't have to, not attacking normal people, but especially insecure people. You don't have to do so much to get women. You don't have to vomit. You don't have to tell lies. You know what I mean? Like, looking attractive, taking care of yourself. I mean, that you do take care of yourself. That's like 40%. So you did the other, like, 20% you talking, the other 30% this is what the girl, well, you know, they just want to do too. You know what I mean? Like, relationships is so much easier. You understand me? So, you got it like that. It's like, you know, God made you that way. You understand me? I'm convinced that even those that prideful, you're still humble. And I'm convinced that people are made. I've sat down and tried to help normal people, and it's like half of them are a waste of time. And you can't tell me, like, people say that, like, oh, you look away for a reason. You got personality that's kind of, yeah, but no, because it's just there are people that do work on themselves. You understand me? People that do, you know, transform, or, you know, fix insecurities and stuff. There are attractive people that are very disgusting, are very prideful. And it's like, you know, and you know, not, you know, one people known for that is really like actors, you know, porn stars, actors. Your life is constantly prideful, so it's like obviously people are constantly on you. You know, you're a human being and stuff like that, and you know, it's just like, you know, your body, your looks is everything. So you don't have to work on the character and stuff like that. But that's not all of them. I'm not saying that's everything, but you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, it's just, I just disagree with that. I disagree with this being attractive and being a piece of crap, or, you know, having a disgusting side. But no one's perfect. You know, and you know, pride is good, but it's bad. It's like, you know, I can't argue people because it's personality. It's embedded in people, and it's something you can't really. That's just how people are. You understand me? So, but that's just how it is. And I would say my best advice is just, you know, just be the best version of yourself, inside and out. You know, be truly beautiful. Understand me? Like, don't be disgusting, man. Like, don't let people get to you. Don't be a stick in the mud. Don't be a stick in the ass. You understand me? Because, as I say, one thing I even care is one actors I respect or anyone who wears porn stars. Like, if you're dating a woman, I mean, it looks like that. I mean, like, you know, I'm a man of preview. I love action. You know, if you say something, I like to see it. I'm very graphic, you know, construction work is my energy, so it's like, you know, if you say something, I love to see it. You understand me? So when I'm dated women, like, I've always, you know, they're the type of way, I've always seen what they can do, always be. You understand me? So it's like, that's why I want to say I want to deal with a model, but it's like, you look the same way, and it's like, you know, this body can actually, you look exactly the same, and this body actually could do it. You know, I actually, you know what I mean? Like, as they say, like, eat the meat, spill the bones. So their personality might be a type of way, but they do show, like, hey, I got it, could show you anywhere to be that type of way. You can say like a martial artist, some guys talk tough, but you know, I drop clips, I could show you evidence, I could spar professionally. You understand me? Believing in God means nothing, you know, noir spiritual, you're gonna get natural. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's like, you know, as they say, like, everything, you know, because actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? And, you know, people that insecure, tell all lies, are prideful, is only going to get, that can only get so far. I can talk and just tell you something that you feel, but it's not really what I am. So it's like actions speak louder than words. And I've been in situations where people's actions are ridiculous. It's disgusting. And what they say is completely different. So actions do speak louder than words. You understand me? So yeah, man. They say show your actions, show who you are, and always be yourself, man. For real. Life's short, man. Like, you gotta live life, man. Don't let people opinions. Don't let these YouTubers, everyone. I mean, seriously, will drive you crazy. YouTubers will drive you mad. I mean, they say everything. Is they can only say again from their personality. It's not yours. You don't have to say it. You don't have to live with what they're saying. Alright, everyone has their two bits. I'm not God. Hey, if that is, you're not God either. They can't predict what's gonna happen. What tracks you's not gonna track them. What likes you's not gonna like them. You know what I mean? It's not the same effect. So, as I said, stress would be the best, and enjoy yourself out there, man.